It was a long and eagerly awaited decision, certainly here in Britain, the second largest contributor of troops to Afghanistan.
And as Commander-in-Chief, I have determined that it is in our vital national interest to send an additional 30,000 U.S. troops to Afghanistan. After 18 months, our troops will begin to come home.
That will bring U.S. troop strength in Afghanistan to around 100,000. Britain has 9,500 troops on the ground, including special forces. Prime Minister Gordon Brown has thrown his support behind President Obama with a promise of 500 more. But it's not just U.S. and British forces involved. Some 40 other countries have sent troops under the banner of NATO. In Brussels, NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen welcomed President Obama's announcement.
I think it's a right decision for Afghanistan and for NATO. This is not a US mission alone. There are 43 countries on the ground under NATO command. And I'm confident that other allies and partners will also make a substantial increase in their contributions.
The war in Afghanistan has come at a cost. The United States has lost over 900 troops. More than 235 British military personnel have been killed and solemnly repatriated. British opinion polls show that while support for the troops remains high, support for the war does not. Uncertainty about the ability to succeed and get out have been voiced openly, and not just in Britain. To many, President Obama's announcement that troops will begin coming home by mid-2011 is welcome. But security analyst David Livingstone of London's Chatham House Research Centre says hard deadlines can spell problems.
It may well be that the Taliban will redouble their efforts to put political pressure on by making that date unachievable, and therefore create some instability in public perception of how this campaign is going to be fought in the longer term.
President Obama made clear the U.S. cannot go it alone.
Our friends have fought and bled and died alongside us in Afghanistan. And now we must come together to end this war successfully. For what's at stake is not simply a test of NATO's credibility. What's at stake is the security of our allies and the common security of the world.
Additional troops from NATO allies would be welcome. The NATO Secretary General says he's confident, but European leaders have thus far been reluctant to make firm new pledges. The issue will be the top agenda item when alliance foreign ministers meet in Brussels this week. And here in London, talks continue January 28th at a special summit on Afghanistan. Sonja Pace, VOA News, London.